All right, here is video review for Studio Series 61 Studio Series 60 Scrapper, and he is another Constructicon. He is 7 of 8 if you're paying attention so far. One more to go. We need Overload. But he is he might be my favorite Constructicon yet. And I like Scrap Metal. Is Scrap Metal, is that the name of the one I'm thinking of? The little one. But he's a lot of fun. He's a big yellow construction vehicle. He rolls really well. You can lift his little scoop up and down. That's about all you can do in vehicle mode. But he's just fun. He's got a good chunk to him. He's got get a good grip on him and roll him around. He's the kind of toy you want. Anyway, he's a lot of fun. Just in vehicle mode. But that's really all. That's about all there is to it. You can move this up and down a little bit, like the hinges all around, and he can roll. But he's super fun. He's got a really bone crushery robot mode that we'll get to, but I'm really enjoying him. In case you weren't already aware, we're gonna go to his hand forearm mode first because it's super easy from vehicle mode. Because really, all you have to do here is take the connector port and point it to the back. Whether you had it pointing down or pointing up, you just point it toward the back here. That's how it's going to connect. And you come up here and unpeg the two sides of the scoop here and lift it up. There's a swivel right here. You want to rotate them around. You can keep them at an angle. These are kind of his fingers, like this. And then this piece comes down. You fold this piece down, and then this becomes like his thumb. Here it's got a hinge here and a hinge up here, so you can pose it. But and then also apparently according to the instructions, tilt his cockpit out, just to make it look awkward. When I say awkward, I don't mean like it looks awkward as part of the limb. Just it looks awkward in relation to the rest of the machine, just so you know that it's transformed, I guess. You can, if you want, flip out his little claws to make more of a pointy thumb, if you wish. But that's up to you. Opposable thumbs on his opposable thumb. So yeah. Anyway, that's right there is essentially his arm mode. Connects right here, and we'll go ahead and get the torso of Devastator here. Oh, bring him on up. Don't worry, we'll show off some stuff, and it just attaches here into the slot on the arm. Like that. And then you've got, here we go, we got Devastator's torso here with his hands all together. Just missing Overload right now. And we'll go ahead and move I have him over here. We've got his legs. So let's go ahead and see if we can't approximate how this big boy's gonna be. And there we go. Overload will attach, have him stand up, and we'll have ourselves a giant robot. So I'm really looking forward to Overload because this guy is fun and huge, and I'm kind of surprised we got fully transforming Constructicons after all the attempts we've gotten over the years, especially that first big giant one that was just the vehicle modes that combined. So it's not 100% accurate, but he's fun. Go ahead and set this back down. We'll attach Scrapper to continue him on to robot mode, and we'll set the rest of this stuff off to the side, eagerly awaiting Overload's arrival. Did I say Overlord that whole time? You know what I meant. So yeah, we take it now here from vehicle mode. Get everything all back and reset up from here. And just come back here, go ahead and lift and kind of untab these wheels and pull all this stuff out to the side here. Extend this up, fold this down, unpeg the arms, and then his little one hand will kind of extend out here. I'll lift up this, go ahead and rotate the legs down just to get them out of the way. And the arms here can straighten up and they will separate and come around like this. Just right now for the time being. We'll fold this down, come around to the front and pop that open. This whole assembly with the combiner peg folds down, and then you can pop his robot mode head up and out of his chest. There's a lot of ways you can do this. I like to take this and fold this in so the combiner peg gets hidden inside of his chest as you fold this down and around. But you fold this down, and then the arms will peg into the sides. These assemblies will peg into the sides here with the pipes or the exhaust pipes to lock this in place. And you can hide that in there. And then you can take this. Now this can just sit up here like this. You can also bring it up and just kind of, I think visually it just works better sitting here on his back. But you can leave it tabbed in here into its vehicle mode slot if you want. Then you come up here, and then once his head's up, you just close his chest up. And then the arms come down and around. And I guess this way. Yeah, because otherwise the hinge wouldn't work. So there's one arm. Bring this arm around. He's got a kind of a weird looking arm with the scoop. And then, but he's got pinchy pinchies. He can give you the pinchy pinchy with his pinchy pinchers, which I like. Anyway, so the legs are really where it really gets confusing. These little pistons kind of get in the way if you're trying to like leave his arms flat against his body, but having his arms kind of widened out again kind of gives him that angry bone crusher, come on, fight me look. And I dig it. I like that he kind of really can't stand in any pose but that. But like bring these up, fold this little gray piece down to kind of fill in his waist here. I guess it's crotch. And then the legs, there's a little bit of, everything kind of rotates around past each other. So rotate this around like, wait, is it this way? You want to rotate this so it has the clearance for this to move past it. And then you bring the scoop up. Nope, I did that wrong. Oh, wait, no, here we go. Rotate it, and then this tab is going to go into a tab here on the wheel. Get it lined up right. There we go. It's lined up. There we go. Lock that into the wheel and then fold this around to make his foot. How did I do that backwards again? Nope, that's not right. I practiced this 7 times this afternoon and apparently still can't get it right. Bring it past. Because I know, like, clearly this has to line up right because this has to plug in. Oh, okay, that's wrong. Okay, this has to plug into the wheel here. That I know that's right there. And then, oh, like that. And then bring it, there we go, like that. That's how his leg's supposed to look. But say, I know I was doing that right. I just didn't have the hip swiveled properly to make it all work. And I was like, that's not right because it's bending the wrong way. Okay, there we go. I knew what I was doing. All right, open this. Rotate it around so the wheel is on the inside. And then bring this around like this. Fold it down. And then snap this into the wheel. Just like that. See how easy it is when you do it properly the first time? And then he's got, like his knees, like he can never fully straighten his legs. There's always got a little bit of a squat. But that just makes him even cooler, I think. Because like, bring these forward a little bit, make him even squattier. Make him even squattier. Make him just angry boy. Yes, I love that. Look at him. He's ready to mess you up. He's got a very bone crusher-esque head that is on a ball joint. It can look up and down. And even the ball joint itself is on a little swivel hinge inside there so he can look side to side. Now his fingers on this hand are all sculpted solid. You can't really move them. He does have this little hinge here that's mostly for turning him into a vehicle. But it is there. He's got a hinge here on his arm and a hinge here on his arm. So decent range of motion there. He does have a bicep swivel, a swivel and a hinge at the shoulder on each shoulder. Where I talked about his head. No waist swivel, but you can kind of widen his stance if you want. Get him in some really good... Man, look at that guy. That guy just looks like he's ready to just beat somebody up. I love it. Move around. The hips, again, there's a swivel there. There's a swivel there. It has some knee articulation, but again, because of the way it's posed, it's not much. And really no foot positioning to speak of because of the way they wrap around that wheel. Doesn't matter to me because he's a lot of fun. Like I said, so far, unless Overload just really blows me away. And he's looking pretty cool, too, in robot mode. This guy might be my favorite. Him and Scrap Metal might be my new Constructicon pals. But yeah, so there's Scrapper. Absolutely recommend it. I absolutely recommend it. I can't speak highly enough about this guy. He's a lot of fun. Even if you're not going for the full Devastator, this guy on his own is a lot of fun. And just for size comparison, like, he's not quite as tall as Optimus, but he's got a little bit of more bulk from side to side. Definitely more of a stompy boy. Anyway, so there he is with Studio Series Optimus. And yeah, I don't know how much more I can gush over this guy. Sentinel is okay. Scrapper is fantastic. Like, any issues I had with Sentinel, any mediocrity I got from Sentinel is completely worth it, because he came in a 2-pack with this guy. I mean, not actually packed together, but like I had to order them separately. And Scrapper is fantastic. Get him, please, as soon as you can. If you can't go out to the stores right now, and I get it, if you're watching this in the future when everything's fine again and you can just walk into a store and buy them, do it. And if you can't, if you're right now and you see them available online, or a friend's like, hey, I went to Walmart today and I bought this, you get it. They're Scrapper.